Howdy folks, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing a Panther M10 review for you guys, and it's going to be the quickest review I've done in all of my tank reviews, and I mean it's going to be so quick, I'm going to summarize it in less than 5 minutes. Are you ready? Tier 7 tank, Tier 6 gun, sees Tier 9s. And I know, it says it gets preferential matchmaker, it doesn't ever see tier 9s. Horse shit. I have video proof. And that's telling you something, because I trashed that tank. You can look at my reviews for it here a long time ago. It was so bad. I wanted to smash my keyboard. This tank is worse. It will see Ares 75s, Ares 85s that will just go through you like you don't exist. And I mean that. Their HE goes through you. This is a Panther that was supposed to have the silhouette of an M10 Wolverine. Right? So if that's the case, and it's a versatile, I mean that means versatile. Yeah, if it's a versatile tank destroyer, okay, versatile medium tank, why have they given it the tank destroyer upgrades, but not the tank destroyer designation? Because that's what the Germans used it as. They used it as the Panther M10 tank destroyer. And it's documented. Yet for some reason you found one document that said no, it started off as a medium tank, therefore it is a medium tank. But if that's the case, the Ares series of tanks are misclassified, because guess what? They were classified as a scout vehicle. They were classified as a light tank, not a medium. So you've completely unclassified the Ares tanks. They're in the wrong category. They should be in the light tank category. Come on, Wargaming. Oh, you won't do that? Fair enough. There is no amount of love that Wargaming can do that is going to make me change my mind about the Panther M10. None. This tank is just horrible in this current meta. It has no armor, no maneuverability, nothing. You can't brawl with it because it has no armor. You can't snipe with it because Wargaming, in their infinite fucking stupidity, decided to give it sub 200 pen at seeing tier 8s. Even the premium round is sub 200. I cannot penetrate a T29 point blank. And again, I will show you a clip right here of me brawling with a T32 at optimal range, which is 300 meters, and I'm bouncing. I'm bouncing off a T32's lower and upper plate, which is only a 100mm stick, even with the right angling, which it was at. It should have been an auto pen, but I bounced on both the T32 point fucking blank and the fucking T32 point fucking blank with a premium round. I'm sorry, Wargaming, but you need to fucking take a look. Stop adding new shit. First things first, stop. Stop adding new tanks. Stop adding new maps. Stop adding anything new. Just stop. What you need to do is you need to go back to all the other tanks. And no, I am not saying it just because I am a fucking fanboy of the German tech tree. I'm not. What I'm saying to you is you need to take a look at some of the older tanks. You know, the workhorses that got you to where the fuck you are at. And you need to give them some love. You need to lower the reloads on the American T-34 Heavy and the Lerva. You need to lower those reloads. 12-second reload, 11-second reload. No, not for 400 Alpha. No. Why? When there are tier 8 tech tree tanks, medium tanks, that fire faster with the same caliber gun, do more alpha. Again, you're not getting it. If the gun sucks, the tank sucks. That's the whole prevalence of the game. The game is about the gun. Okay, I'm sorry, it is. The gun dictates the platform. You know this, Wargaming. So, I'm sorry. I cannot, in good conscience, say, get the Panther M10. Use the Panther M10. I can't. I can't in good conscience. This is why you're literally going to watch me demount all of my equipment off the Panther M10. And I'm not going to lie, I was actually pretty close to maxing out its field mods. See? I've tried to get the tank to work. It just doesn't work in the current meta of World of Tanks. This tank is now dead. You've killed an entire tank with your stupidity, with your short-sightedness. You killed an entire fucking tank. And I'm actually going to put my crew back where they belong. Back in the Panther F2. And I'm sorry, I'd rather take the Panzer IV F2 out. It serves a purpose. The Panther M10 is a disgrace to the Panther name. I'm sorry, but it is. Because you're using it as a 72mm gun when it was, sorry, a 75cm gun when it wasn't. They used a 90mm gun on the Panther M10. Look it up. You've given it the wrong fucking gun, and you won't give it the correct gun, because if you do, knowing it only sees, apparently, with its preferential matchmaker, where it only fucking sees tier 8s, which is horseshit. It doesn't. Sorry, Ares 85, which is a tier 9 tank. So you're horseshit. Sorry, you're horseshit. Anyway, if you're thinking about buying the Panther M10, don't. It's not worth it. On the next swap event, I'm gonna swap out that Panther M10 if need be, just for the. Honestly, I barely even want to acknowledge it's worth the garage slot. It is absolutely just horrendous. Horrendous. The tank just doesn't work in 2026 meta. It just doesn't. And Wargaming, no, it doesn't. And they won't do anything about it. They won't update the tank. They won't give any kind of buff or love to the Panther M10. Oh, we'll give it an extra 1 degree. Doesn't mean shit. If my gun cannot pen, it doesn't mean shit. You can give that gun 1,000 damage, and if it has 1mm of penetration, it's not gonna do shit. Again, you're not getting it, Wargaming. Leicester gets it. Leicester buffs all the older tanks to keep them in line, to keep them at least somewhat close to being a viable meta as an alternative to all the players out there that aren't whales and just want to say, shut up and take my money. This is why you are losing players daily to Leicester. You know, I know it, and Leicester sure as fuck knows it. In fact, they've made their account information public. You can look it up on, go to Reddit, go to fucking Discord, go to anywhere, and just look player base. They'll tell you their player base has jumped up by 500,000, while yours has decreased by how much? 1 point what million? Even after you gave everyone free tier 10s and didn't teach anyone how to play tier 10s, so tier 10 games are just trash now. No matter what one you're on, EU1, EU2, EU3, EU4, it doesn't matter. They're just trash. You cannot have a decent fucking tier 8, tier 9, or tier 10 game, because you literally gave an entire fucking world access to tier 8s, 9s, and 10s with no fucking accountability of how it is you're supposed to play an 8, 9, or 10. And it shows. It shows laziness and short-sightedness. You're killing your own game with your own greed and your own stupidity. Wake the fuck up. That's all. I won't say have a good day. I won't say keep shows flying, keep your enemies dying, because guess what? I'm on the verge of quitting World of Tanks. I'm on the verge of quitting World of Tanks and going back to other games like War Thunder and Enlisted.